Truth is actually a continuation of My Man, My Boys. And it's funny because a lot of people are always asking, well, how did you come up with that title? And I always say when you start out to deceive someone, you have to lie, but eventually the truth comes out. There are a lot of things going on today in our community. Bullying, kids committing suicide. And I find it very interesting that these are things that I wrote about back in like 2006 or 2007. You have a father who denies the cries of help from his son. And his son feels that he's disappointed his father and lets his father down. And the end result is his son committing suicide. So now the father has to deal with the fact that his son didn't disappoint him, but he disappointed his son, and he let his son down because he wasn't there as a father should be for his son. The other scenario with sports, you have an NFL player who's comfortable in his sexuality, and now that the fact that he's gay is out, then he'll find out whether his friends will stick by his side or will they actually turn their back on him. And I think there's the whole premise behind Deception, Lies, and Truth is people aren't really afraid to disclose their sexuality. They're pretty much afraid of what people would do with that information. Oh, Roman actually is probably one of my favorite novels. But Roman actually deals with I guess you would say, drug dealer, street thug kind of an individual whose life is filled with turmoil. And there's another character. His name is Quentin, who's a gay man going to school, trying to become a doctor, and their lives are thrown together by unexpected circumstances. So what happens when you have a street thug who encounters or develops a bond with a gay man? So I guess the whole perception of Roman is you can't help who you fall in love with, that it can pretty much come from anywhere, and the person that you may end up falling in love with may be the last person you may even expect to. As a writer, in the next 5 to 10 years, I'd love to see my work go to film. One of the biggest things that I'm looking for is if through my writing that people can become more educated about the gay life, because I'm a firm believer that people are only afraid of what they don't understand. So if I can continue to write these type of novels that will give individuals, that would enlighten the heterosexual community to help them understand the gay black man, or just gay man or woman, period, then I feel that I was able to create that bridge that they needed to cross, and that I think is more rewarding to me than anything else.
In Dwayne's books, I find that I can relate to the characters because, in my perspective, life is relations. And we all relate to each other in different aspects. I believe that the most basic of relations is a friendship, and it goes up to a loving relationship of two individuals. And I find in his books, he brings those aspects of relations into the books. So I know the character who is ostracized by his parents, and I can tell this person that you're not the only one going through it, that you can read this book and find comfort that you are not the only one going through it.
As gay black men, once you leave home, I believe that the family that you're born with isn't the family that you die with. So you embrace these group of friends that you know more about them than you know about your own family. So my novels deal with homophobia, gay bashing, everything that a gay black man has to go through as a child.